Hello, how are you? I'm gonna walk you through a few days of what I eat and why so that I can share with you a little behind the scenes of how I eat, how I think about eating, because I feel like it can be very helpful. Yes, these videos can be very toxic, and at the same time, a lot of my clients have nobody in their life that shows them what a healthy relationship with food looks like. So that's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a few days so that you can see that every day is so different, portions are different, how I eat is different. And the biggest thing that I want you to think about and what I want you to take away from this is less about what I'm actually eating and more so why I'm choosing the foods that I'm choosing, my thought process behind them. This might be not enough food for you. This may be way more food than you need. This is what works for me. It's gonna be different for you. How I think about it though, that's what you can take away from this. So let's get into these days of eating. Good morning. I'm gonna talk quietly because the entire house is sleeping. I usually wake up before everybody else because this is the one time of the day where nobody needs me and it's like sacred time. I am having some sourdough toast with peanut butter on it because I usually wake up hungry. I'm gonna go work out in like 30 minutes. This is gonna give me quick energy but not leave me overly full where I get a stomach ache. And then of course, just coffee with whole milk. This is just how I like it. So I'm gonna enjoy this and then go work out. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put eggs in here, okay? Open, pouring, stir, stir, stir. Stir, 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 go. Yeah, girl! Oh! If you are looking for a very clean, aesthetic cooking, this is not it. Here is my breakfast. I have 3 eggs and then the banana muffin I made. I like 3 eggs because I know that it's gonna keep me full. The banana muffin, woo, is carbs. That's gonna give me energy. This also sounds good. This is gonna be really filling and satisfying. Charlotte already ate a little bit this morning, so I would have put more on my plate to share with her. I don't think that she's gonna eat a ton. So I didn't put a ton extra on here so that we can reduce food waste. But if she does eat a ton, I'll just make more. It is now lunchtime. I made a salad with romaine, carrots, cucumber, edamame, white rice, and rotisserie chicken. Honestly, I'm having this because these are all the things in my fridge that were about to go bad. I really felt like something warmer. I needed to use these ingredients though. I have really worked on my scarcity, so it's not that big of a deal that this isn't absolutely what I wanted. This is gonna be filling, this is gonna be satisfying, it is gonna do the job. So we're gonna enjoy this and then get back to work. I am getting ready to have a snack. I am craving something a little bit savory, a little bit sweet. I have a group call. It is 3:15. I need something that's going to keep me full. 3:15, probably until 6:15, so maybe 3 hours, 2.5. I'm probably gonna eat dinner at 6, like food going into my mouth at 6, not starting dinner at 6. So I definitely want something a little bit filling right now. So I'm thinking cheese, crackers, cookies. That sounds really good, so let's make it. Cheese, I'm going with 2 because 1 will not keep me full. Crackers, just gonna go with a stack. And then triple ginger cookies. They're all crunched up in here, but we're just gonna get a handful of those. So here's my little snacky plate. Let's have a little chit chat as I am eating this. This top is giving wetsuit. Right? Oh my gosh. I just found it in my closet and I was like, hey. Something that I'm really working on this year is getting dressed. I am not the best at getting dressed. I love a good, let me just stay in my leggings and I'll just change my top. Nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't make me feel that great. I always feel better when I put on real clothes. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Honestly, those cookies are so good. Two things that we've been talking about a lot in my group program, Binge Eating Unchained lately, is if you feel like you are really snacky and gravitate towards snacky foods, why not try making your meals into bigger, more filling snack plates versus trying to force yourself to eat a meal when you are really just craving a lot more snacks, which is normal when you stop restricting and you haven't allowed yourself to have snacks for a long time. Snacks are just going to be more appealing. Nothing wrong with that. You can totally make a filling meal off of snacks. Just make sure that you add in a protein and some fat in there, no problem. And then the other thing that we've been talking about is you can have delicious food that is not exciting. I'm gonna say that again. You can have delicious food that isn't exciting. Something that we were talking about is how binge foods feel very exciting. And then when we talk about the foods that they normally eat, the thing that they usually respond with, and this is something that I used to say as well, is, but like I genuinely do love the foods that I eat. Like they are delicious. Okay, they're delicious, but are they exciting? The sun always comes in when I'm really hitting a point. If you haven't watched my YouTube video on this is the year that you're gonna stop binging, this literally happened. All that sun. I close my eyes and it's like I'm at the beach. And then I open them and I'm not. Also, I promise I drink water. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a ton of water. I'm working on it. But there is some water in there. Oh my God, I'm gonna like get a sunburn. I do love ending on a sweet note. That was delicious. Okay, see you after my group and for dinner. Bye.
Usually we all eat dinner together, but Charlotte had a long day. So she ate, Grayson's getting her to bed, and then we're gonna eat dinner after she goes to sleep. Honestly, frozen broccoli for the win. If you don't have frozen broccoli, what are you doing? It's so easy. I just put some in a bowl, put some water, put a damp paper towel on top, cook it for 2 minutes, give it a little stir, 2 more minutes, give it a little stir, and then usually it's done. This is what we have on the menu for dinner tonight. Leftover pasta, broccoli, peas were in that pasta, chicken sausage, and pizza. We are pretty low on groceries, so we just threw together what we had. The pasta and pizza are going to give me energy. I added in the broccoli for a little extra fiber, and then the chicken sausage is protein, which is going to help me feel full and satisfied. Is this the healthiest thing I could ever eat? No. However, reducing stress by just making what we had is very healthy. So it's all relative, right? That's why I'm eating this.
Am I done with this?
Are you done with it?
Fresh box. These cookies are so underrated.
I wouldn't say underrated.
0 to 10. What would you say? I mean, they're a 9.
Those are a 9. What's a double stuffed Oreo?
A 10. The maple in this is just so subtle. This I'm just eating just because.
What?
This I'm just eating just because.
What does that mean?
Just because I want it. Not wrong. I am so much more tired this morning. Good morning. Again, the entire house is sleeping. I am honestly eating the same thing. This just works for me. It sounded good. I don't think it's inherently problematic to eat the same thing over and over. It becomes problematic if you can't have this thing and that creates anxiety. If I don't have this peanut butter toast, I'm totally fine. I just need to eat the bread before it goes bad, and this has just been what's been sounding good. So I'm gonna eat the same thing that I did yesterday. Quick energy, it won't leave me overly full. Sounds good, it's gonna be filling, it's gonna be satisfying. And then I'm gonna go work out, and then I'll come back and have breakfast. So I made a breakfast burrito. I always try to think about what do I have in the fridge and what do I need to use when I'm thinking about what sounds good and what do I want to make. I'm also a little bit more hungry this morning, so I know that a breakfast burrito keeps me full. I also have a lot of calls today, so I want to make sure that I start my day with something super filling. I just have a regular old flour tortilla. I don't have any issues with gluten, so it's just a regular flour burrito size tortilla, nothing special. Eggs, and then I use the chicken sausage from last night. We just had one left over. One isn't a ton for like a lunch or a dinner, so I was like, let me just throw that into my burrito. I know that there are some people that think it's weird to put eggs and chicken together. I don't have any issues with it. So I have eggs and then the chicken sausage and then just some cheese, and then I just toasted it in the pan, and that's that. So let me go get her and then we will eat. Okay, this is called burrito. You want to try bite? A big yogurt bite in my burrito. Oh, delicious. I'm just about to pop into one of my free live coaching calls. I'm not incredibly hungry. However, I don't know how long this call is going to be. It could be an hour, it could be an hour and a half. And I know that in an hour and a half, I am going to be pretty hungry. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to have a string cheese to hold me over and also keep my brain sharp, because I know that when I'm hungry, my brain just isn't as quick. So I'm gonna have this before this call, and then after I get off the call, that's when I'm gonna have lunch. Hello, it is definitely later than I normally eat lunch. I % lost track of time. I threw together some Annie's mac and cheese, the white cheddar shells. They're so good. And some green peas, and then some chicken. I was feeling like something warm for lunch. Remember yesterday I was like, I wanted something warm for lunch. I needed to eat that. So I am honoring that today, and I'm having something warm for lunch. I love chicken for protein. It's just easy for me to pop in the air fryer. The mac and cheese is carbs and fats that's going to give me energy, and then the green peas is fiber that's going to keep me full. I wanted something warm. This sounds good. It's gonna keep me full for a while, and we're gonna enjoy this. I also have water today. How do you guys make your chicken? Because I usually throw it in the air fryer and season it, put some olive oil, but it's always really dry. But then if I cook it less, then it's not finished. What am I doing wrong? I mean, it's not bad. I actually kind of like dry chicken, but my favorite chicken seasoning is the everything but the leftovers from Trader Joe's. Have you tried it? It's like literally the seasoning that comes in a ramen packet. That is what is in that seasoning. So I put chicken flavor on my chicken. Yep, I do. And I love it. Now I know that being able to make my lunch at home is such a privilege. Being able to work from home is such a privilege. With that being said, this is totally a lunch I would have taken and heated up at the office. We just had the most epic live coaching call, free live coaching call. If you're not coming to those yet, you gotta come. They're so good. You guys are incredible. Like, really, truly are incredible. The vulnerability on these calls just blow me away. That was exactly what I wanted and exactly what I needed. Okay, now I'm gonna go get something sweet. Oh, honestly, these ginger cookies are all I ever want. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're nothing special, but they are so good. Yum. Could I continue eating those? I mean, 100%. They're delicious. And I know I can have these whenever I want. And I know if I keep eating them, they're not gonna make me feel that great. And I have a lot more calls left. So pause right there and go back to work. Something that used to mess with my brain so much is when I had a late lunch and then that didn't take me to dinner. Like, I would still feel hungry for a snack before dinner, because in my brain I was like, I had a late lunch. There is no reason, in quotes, there is no reason why I should be having a snack. Here's what I want you to think about, which is what I had to learn the hard way. Even if I ate a late lunch, that doesn't mean that my body doesn't still need the energy that I missed out on by pushing back my lunch. my body still needs that energy. No different than you being like, I don't understand why I'm tired. I went to bed later, but I still woke up at the same time. Because you didn't get the same amount of sleep, right? Like, because you didn't get the same amount of sleep. It's the same thing with food. I had lunch not that long ago. It was a late lunch. I'm hungry again. I'm not gonna be able to wait until dinner. So I'm gonna have a little snack before my next call and definitely before dinner. So let's figure out what to have right now. My group call is literally in 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna finish off these blueberries. They sound really good and refreshing. I'm also gonna have one of these banana muffins that I made yesterday because that sounds delicious. And that's gonna give me energy. Then I'm gonna add in just a few nuts because I feel like I need just a little bit of fat in here to keep me full and satisfied. So that is what I'm gonna have right now, very quickly before my call. Okay, let's go take this to the table. Okie dokie. Honestly, that muffin was so much better yesterday. Warm. When you have a snack plate, are you the kind of person that eats one thing, one thing, one thing? Or do you mix it up? What I mean is like, would you eat all the blueberries and then eat all the cashews and then eat the muffin? Or do you have like bites of each, bites of each? I always have bites of each and go back and forth. I always forget about cashews. I bought them for a recipe. I'm finishing this and then I'm going to my group call. Okay. My husband just texted that he is picking up dinner. I have no idea what he's getting. He just got home. Let's see what he has.
Rotisserie chicken.
What else?
Romaine lettuce.
Oh, are we having Caesar?
Parmesan cheese.
We're having Caesar. What are you doing? Bye. This is dinner, Caesar salad, made by Grayson with homemade croutons, rotisserie chicken. Ooh, this looks so good. Hey, Shar! Dinner is done. Maple cookie time.
No, she wants maple cookie.
What do you think of the cookie? Mmm.
Big cookie fans here.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Hello, good morning. I'm mixing it up today. I was really craving something sweet, so I'm gonna have this banana muffin. I put some peanut butter on it because that's just gonna help me keep me full for a little bit longer. Nothing wrong with just having the muffin. I just know that I feel better when I add a little bit of fat to a carb. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm having my coffee. I'm gonna go work out and then I will have breakfast. I don't work out every single day. The 3 days that I'm just showing you, I just happen to be working out. I'm back from my workout class. I made some French toast for Charlotte and I. I'm also making some eggs to just make this breakfast a little bit more filling. My husband's getting Charlotte up right now, and then we're gonna enjoy this together. Good morning! Yay! Mama made French toast! Mmm. I always forget about French toast. It's literally so easy and it adds in extra protein because you're putting egg on it, which just makes it more filling. Plus the sweet and savory. Could I have added a little bit more fiber by using whole wheat bread? For sure. But I also have a lot of other opportunities to get fiber in throughout the day. So that's okay that I don't have a ton in this meal right here. Mama's also gonna have a little more coffee. Little more coffee, little more coffee, little more coffee. That was so delicious. I feel full, I feel satisfied. She's gonna finish breakfast and then we're gonna get ready for the day. Yay! Yay! It is 10:45. I have a group call at 11. This is gonna go from 11 to 12:31-ish. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. There's no freaking way I'm gonna make it to 12:31-ish without having anything. So let's get a snack. Let's see here. Honestly, you know what I'm feeling like? I know I eat this often, but it's because it's just easy and it tastes good, is some string cheese and crackers. I think this is goldfish. Yeah, it's goldfish. We're gonna do some string cheese and goldfish. 2 string cheese because 1 is not enough, and this is just easy protein. This is one of my favorite spots to eat, if you can't tell. I like it because I have this huge window right here and it's just bright. It gets me out of my office. I really try to not take food to my computer. If I take food to my computer, it just feels like there's no separation between work and eating, and that doesn't feel very great to me. If you're legitimately dairy-free, gluten-free, that's hard. I used to think that if I became dairy-free, gluten-free, it would help me lose weight. That's why I went dairy-free, gluten-free before. Not because I actually have issues with those foods. And then you know what I do? I just binge my face off on dairy-free and gluten-free foods. That's proof right there. It's not about the food. You know, a really underrated win? I have no idea how much goldfish I just put on my plate. No idea. I have no idea how much goldfish I just ate. Because I didn't count them out. There was a time that I would have literally counted out every single goldfish. You know you're recovering from binge eating when you do not know how much you just ate in a way that you didn't just count it out. That's pretty liberating. All right, I gotta get back to work. I am now ready to make some lunch. I've actually already started. I'm just using everything that we had last night for the Caesar salads. I have leftover romaine. We already had Caesar dressing. I'm putting the chicken that I made yesterday with the mac and cheese on here. Super easy. This took me like 30 seconds to make. And then I'm just waiting for some bread to toast because some buttered bread with this sounds so good. So let me go get that. Yes, I had bread this morning. Yes, I'm having it again. This used to send old me off the edge. I would never be able to have bread twice in one day. Wild how we create these rules, right? Like, who told us that we can't have bread twice in one day? I feel like bread, so I'm having bread. I was literally just listening to a video on how to make YouTube videos as I'm making a YouTube video. Yum. Honestly, this is a very simple, boring salad. My salads are typically a lot more interesting than this, but as I told you guys before, I really like to just use what we have. If I am going to the grocery store and I have like a fresh thing of groceries in there, then obviously it's a little bit different. We are totally at the end of our groceries right now, which is why I've been kind of just using what we have. I really get so much satisfaction out of using the groceries that we have and clearing out the fridge. Something that I feel like is probably going to come up in the comments is, how do I eat what I eat and not feel guilt? I think we need to understand what guilt is. So guilt is an emotion that we feel when we believe that we've done something wrong. So not feeling guilt comes from doing the work to understand that whatever I eat doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. Even if I get really freaking full, it doesn't mean that I did anything fundamentally wrong. So I think the question is less of how do I not feel guilt and more of why do you feel like what you're doing with food is wrong?
that really hit the spot. That really hit the spot. Oh, you know what I'm gonna have right now? Why didn't you tell me I have Parmesan cheese all over my shirt? That's so embarrassing. I still have peppermint JoJo's. These are top level cookies. To be honest, these blow Thin Mints out of the park. And the ones that are completely covered in chocolate, unbelievable. Okay, see you later. I just got Charlotte. We are gonna go do a class together, and I have some nuts and some of these cheddar rockets from Trader Joe's that I'm gonna have together with her. She's like, get me out of the car right now. We're gonna go have that inside there, and then we're gonna do this class together. Dinner tonight, we have frozen green beans sauteed in butter, barbecue chicken, and just some rice. That good, huh? You know what honestly sounds so incredible right now that I'm not hungry for, but just sounds good, is a little bit of cookies and cream ice cream. I don't have cookies and cream ice cream, but I have vanilla and I have Oreos. So we're gonna make a little homemade cookies and cream. Oh my gosh. I mean, she's stunning. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Mmm. So good. Cookies and cream is the superior ice cream. You cannot tell me otherwise. Okay, now I'm gonna go take off my makeup, get cozy, crawl in bed, and that's it. That's all I have. That's a wrap. I think we're gonna pause at 3 days. I'll do this again if you guys want me to do this again. Maybe I'll show you a weekend because that was 3 work days. I'll show you a day with me not working out. If you take one thing away from this video, I hope it's that food becomes so much easier when you stop making it mean so much. And food becomes so much easier when you allow yourself to be flexible with it. I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that was helpful. Love you guys.